Welcome back to Evolving Ways, where we ride the tides of adversity to reach the shores of success. Today's guest is Frank Ancrum III, back for part 4 of our 4-part series on, I guess we can just title this Making the World a Better Place, because
Sounds good to me.
in a lot of different fashions and facets, that is what you do, whether it's through small business development, whether it's through mentoring the youth, whether it's just meeting people and talking to them and making them better for having met you. You have a way of doing that. So
Thank you.
today we're going to look ahead. We've looked back at a lot of Frank's story, his upbringing, his experience in business, his mentoring of the youth, and now we're going to look to the future. What do we do moving forward to advance our society, both in the business sense and passing on things to the next generation that they will need in order to carry the torch? Before we get into that, though, got to shout out our sponsor.
Before we get into his story, we want to quickly shout out our sponsor. Today's podcast is brought to you by Stingray Branding, a national lead generation focused marketing agency that helps businesses generate an ROI from their marketing efforts, including web design, social media, Google search, email, automations, and more. Learn more about them at stingraybranding.com.
And with that said, Frank, welcome back. Thank you again, as always, for joining us.
Thank you for having me once again.
Of course. So we are always excited to get to talk to you about the different things that you've done in order to help improve this planet. What do you think the most important lesson is for people in the next generation as they start to take that step into leadership roles, or to transitioning from being mentored into them doing the mentoring? What is the most important thing?
The most important thing, I would believe, for those who are in leadership goes back to something we touched on in a few other sessions that we discussed about figuring out or remaining to stay humble, and just remember their why. That why goes back to so much because it keeps it in it keeps it right there where it needs to be, whereas they will always understand who they're serving, what their value is, what they get from or what the people deserve, and that it's not about selfish needs. It's not about vanity, self-conceit, any of those things. It's really about others, putting someone in front of you. Although self-preservation is your number one hardwire, I think it's important for them to always understand that serving others will always trump thinking about yourself or being selfish versus selfless. So,
well, I hate to turn that back around on you, but you do have to kind of think about yourself when I ask you this next question, and that is, what are your personal aspirations moving forward, both in terms of mentorship and in terms of the business development side of things, which I guess kind of are related?
I think for me, the next step is not only continuing to show and be a resource to our community, to the youth, to business owners far and abroad, getting them to understand that economic sustainability is a real thing. Economics, we have so many things we can do for our community, so many things that we can do for our families if we work on the economics. Everything, I would say everything else will take care of itself, but I think it's a key component to us not having. Money doesn't solve all woes or ills. It is definitely, want to be clear, is definitely a tool. But with that being said, the ability to become or to pass down wealth creation, wealth protection, generational wealth, all of these are things that are not just words for me, things that I think we need to be a lot more serious about, and the tools or how we go about passing wealth down. Because as you said earlier, there are generations behind us. They deserve a leg up. They deserve to not meet or hit the same potholes that their forefathers or their mothers or their fathers or grandparents experienced. So I think it's very important that we are serious about passing wealth down and showing the tools or the avenues on how to pass wealth to the next generation, wisdom and wealth.
Wisdom and wealth. And there are a lot of things that money can be used for, a lot of good purposes. We're not even going to talk about the malicious ones, but for example, this is one of many of them, but for example, North Charleston is where the area's airport is. I know that it's undergoing a huge renovation and expansion project right now. The money is from taxpayers is going to that. North Charleston and the Charleston area are growing.
Mm.
As the growth happens, what do you think the most important thing for those who are currently living in this area, not just North Charleston, but the Charleston metro area as a whole, what's the most important thing you think for the citizens of this area to keep in mind?
One of the most important things I think is important for them to get involved. Stay involved with your politics, with your politicians, with your council persons. Stay involved with, keep fighting to be represented. Keep fighting to be advocates of a good culture, a good humanity, being good, helping those less fortunate. Continue to have empathy. Continue to build up your youth. Continue to go along or grow with the advancements that's going on around you. North Charleston is growing, leaps and bounds. Not only is the airport one of a large project, we have so many different large projects that's just going on throughout the city of North Charleston. You have the naval base projects that's going on. You have the I-526 widening going on. You have so many. Robert St. Francis is blessing us with their growth and expansion in the North Charleston area. You have, we can go on. You have so much growth. You have the Coast Guard is coming to North Charleston. Their headquarters is coming to North Charleston.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's a lot. You have all this. They have hospitals and so many other. You have the cruise lines that's possibly coming to North Charleston. It's.
They just shut down the port, and now the cruise lines are coming to North Charleston.
Listen, North Charleston is growing. It's the epicenter for everything. Everything runs through North Charleston. Whether you want to accept it or not, to build a metropolis, you have to reinforce the water, the land, the sea.
Yeah.
So the port is what we're known for, right? The water, it's the cruise lines and deepening the port. You got the roads, the airline is growing. So we're going to make it. North Charleston is making it accessible to get into North Charleston. You have to go through every place to get to North Charleston. Any place you want to go, you got to come through North Charleston. Has all the bus stations, the train stations, the airports, all the thoroughfares, everything runs through here. The Coliseum, you got to come. So as it continues to grow, North Charleston is also an automotive city now. Look at Palmetto Commerce by itself. Manufacturing is growing leaps and bounds. We're aerospace science. Boeing is doing a lot. You got all the big automotive industries that's dying to come here. Tech is becoming big now. So we have a lot of opportunity here. As the people and the citizens of North Charleston, stay engaged. We need you. We need you to keep us balanced. You need us to keep us accountable and be a part of this growth. Just don't sit back and watch this growth happen. It's like, without you, what is North Charleston?
So there is somewhere I'm going to go with this for those of you who do not live in Charleston or North Charleston, because we do try to appeal to anyone who's looking for advice or just looking for some encouragement as they go through their own adversities. I'm going somewhere with this. Frank, can you quickly explain a couple things? One, when we can expect a new cruise port to open up in North Charleston, and how soon we can expect the airport's expansion project to be finished?
I don't have I don't know enough about the cruise industry and the terminal, but I know it's a hot topic. I know it's something that's been in, that's in the works. That they're definitely entertaining. The logistics of it all, not sure where that is. But once again, outside of that, there's just so much growth going on in so many different areas of North Charleston. The expansion for the airport, not only are they working on the garage currently, not only are they working on the Westgate terminal.
The Concourse C.
Right. There's another one coming after that.
Concourse D.
All right. So listen, I can't, I don't want to get myself in any trouble. But
We don't want to get you in trouble. Like I said, we're getting somewhere with this.
Yeah. But I will say there's more than enough opportunities that's out here. And we want to make sure that our business community and our small businesses and our entrepreneurs and those who even want to build a business are able to participate. Like, we need you to understand that none of this happens without small business. We're not going to be able to continue growing at the pace that we're expected to grow without small businesses being developed, without small businesses growing and expanding. Like, the city can't expand without you. So any opportunities that you want, if you want to start a business, if you want to expand your business, if you want to, I don't care if you want to partner with someone, we can show you how to create joint ventures. We can be intricate in partnership agreements. There's so many things we can do to help increase your capabilities, increase your capacity so that you can participate in a lot of this construction. All these industries need you. We don't have enough businesses. We don't have enough qualified people. So to the youth, whether it be a workforce training projects or, workforce training programs, be a part of these programs so that the big jobs that's paying good money, like, there's really a future builder. Like, you need to be prepared, trained, and poised in position to participate in these expansions. Like, these industries are not expanding. We don't want to continue having them always bring people from out of state, out of city to satisfy these jobs. We have more than qualified people right here. We have a whole youth. We have all of our youth are smart enough. They're good enough. They just have to be trained properly. They just have to really know that the city needs them. And we're here to give them the opportunities. We're here to train them if needed. We're here to breathe life into them. Their parents, we're here to help you satisfy your families and get better jobs. Education is here. There's the institutions are here to help strengthen your skill set. Like, all of this, you need go nowhere. North Charleston has it for you. You just got to want it.
Frank Ancrum with the pitch of a lifetime to get involved in North Charleston, South Carolina. What I was getting at with that question about the port and about the airport was 100 years or so ago, if not even less than that, if I'm not mistaken, this was all forest. The area we're sitting in right now recording this, the area that I live in, this was just woods. This was trees. There was nothing here. From nothing, it became, is it number 2 or number 3, the largest city in South Carolina?
I want to say 2.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2.
It's either the second or the third largest city in South Carolina. I think it is neck and neck with the 2 others. There are 3 that vie for that top spot. This is a community that came up very, very quickly. I don't want to equate a plot of land, a large parcel of land, to a human being and their struggles, but the point is it came up pretty fast. There's a lot that I think human beings can take from this, not in a literal sense, but in an allegorical sense, that things can seem like it can seem like there's no future for you. It seemed like there was no future for this block of land that just had trees and swamplands and alligators and nothing else in it to now become this thriving center of business. So, with that said, Frank, what do you think North Charleston's development has to offer anyone you think going through a difficult time in terms of lessons, in terms of what they can glean from this?
It shows you how things can change, not overnight, but it shows you how you can go from, like you said, raw land to a booming, thriving environment.
Quick,
Like,
not overnight, but
quick.
yeah.
You can show how many homes and how many developments are coming in, how many families are moving from everywhere, how many companies that are investing in North Charleston. And with these companies' expansion, they're bringing jobs, they're bringing opportunities. The colleges, like some would say, we hadn't even popped the top off yet. The expansion is continuing to grow. We hadn't hit sustainability yet. Like, we are still on the rise of growing. And it's happening in leaps and bounds. Like, so anyone who believes that they don't have a future, you gotta prove it to me. You gotta prove to me that you can't get a living wage here in North Charleston. You gotta prove to me that opportunities that they don't exist for small businesses. You gotta prove to me that education and bettering to educate or bettering yourself, you should be able to change tax brackets with opportunities that exist. But will it be given to you? No. Will we sit here and is it being handed out? No. Is it being earned? Yes. If you hungry, come eat. If you want to get better educated, go learn. The programs are there. There's nonprofits here that's helping. But for those who want to better themselves, it should be an inspiration to them that we have room for you. We need you. I don't have the numbers to really even talk about the different businesses, because let's not even talk about the big businesses. Let's just talk about small business creation and entrepreneurs. There's not enough.
Let's talk about people who want to make their own way and are not willing to take no for an answer. People like yourself.
It's here for the taking. You have to prove to me and come show, and I'm willing to hear it. I'm not defending North Charleston. I'm not saying that but I'm telling you, from what I understand, from being on the other side of the fence, not long ago, I was the small business. Mm-hmm. I am still small business. I'm just on the other side of the table. And I'm telling you, from looking at both sides, I wish I knew what I knew now. It would have made it a lot easier for me, but I'm okay with the strife and the struggle, because I say again, it's about the process. What I've learned through the process is unmatched. What I've learned through the process, the determination that you will build through going through the process, you can put me in any environment and I'll eat. Because I tell the youth, you have to get a determination in your spirit that you cannot be beat, that nothing will stand in your way. Not because your parents didn't go to school or didn't get in higher education, not because you didn't have parents, or not that you don't have family, not that you don't have anything. There's nothing you can't do if you just focus, and put the muscle behind that thought. Hold on to a dream. Because a dream with no action is exactly what it is. It's a dream. I am living a dream.
What is that dream?
I literally saw this. Don't make me get emotional. I'm telling you, like, you are killing me right now. Because I can't help but to feel so, I'm passionate about, I'm literally living what I saw in my mind. I'm literally living what I tell kids, you have to hold on to it. I didn't think I was I would be in politics. This thing came to me, the universe brought it to me because I thought about it. I thought about the weakest industry in my life at the time is I had no political affiliation. I have no government affiliation. That was it. Everything else, small business, family, service to the community. I had mentorship. I had all these things already in my life. the restaurants, the entertainment industry, all these things that make you so-called live a flourishing life, I was already represented in this space. I tell people who come who come from off, you can't beat me in my city. I know too many people. I've been good to too many people. Too many people has been good to me. I take care of the people who no one takes care of, right? So for me, I am living a dream. I thought it was just a cliche for a long time. I will admit to the youth, you like sometimes you say these things and people tell you these things, but we need. I am living a dream. I saw it in my mind. I knew what I wanted to do to help people. And here I am. I was doing something similar with my private company to help others, to build a network of small businesses, strategic alliance partners that we can get this money. Now I'm doing it for the city of North Charleston. Ain't much difference. It's just I have a I have a bigger support. Like who's behind me now is nothing compared to me doing it under my own dime, running my own company. Now the mayor pushes it. The administration pushes it. The city of North Charleston pushes this. This is not a check the box thing, people. We need small businesses. We need more people educated, trained to get these jobs. I don't know what they're not understanding. I'm here to tell you. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's not just checking the box. We need you. This city cannot continue to thrive on where it's projected to go without more small businesses.
You know what's amazing among everything else? The most amazing thing to me is that until you literally told me that you got into politics, until you said that phrase, I got into politics, I didn't even know you were a politician.
I'm not. I just work in, I mean, if you're in government, I believe in governing. I never wanted to be part of politics. But if you're in the city hall, if you're in the rooms that we're in, and you're working under the mayor, you have to be aware of politics. You have to know that it is a thing. And the more we get people like myself, people like yourself, normal people involved, the better off we are. That's why I'm continuing to, you asked earlier, what should the residents of North Charleston do to help? What is the most important thing? They need to get engaged. I need you at the council meetings. I need you at City Hall. I need you to become council persons because you know what your environment needs. You know what your district needs. You know what your neighbors and things that need to come to your area. You are aware of what they need. Come share that with us. Don't sit back and be a spectator. Get in the game.
Frank, you've said a few times you're living the dream. What happens next in that dream?
I wish I knew. I know that my goal is always to be obedient to my creator. I think it's less about what I want to do and more about what I am charged to do. And saying that without being too spiritual or religious, I think it's important. Part of whatever my next step is going to still be tied to giving back. I think it's very important that I continue to push the methodology, the ideology, the confidence, the know-how to the youth. I think it's continuously important for us to be able to show that we can participate in this economic giant that we're in and that we are a part of the fabric. We deserve to be here. So for me next, I think is as I continue to, I want to change family trees. And what I mean is, I believe truly that you are a product, you judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. Well, when I'm done and the people don't need me anymore and the mayor doesn't need me anymore, I believe someone else is going to tell about what I've done. I don't want to tell my story. I think my fruit should tell my story. I want to change family trees. I want me to be able to, I want to be intricate in helping some families, some small businesses, some entrepreneurs build a level of wealth that their family tree is changed, that they can pass that down to their family, down to their children, through the generations. And at that point, when I can walk away and my children will have seen the people that I've helped and they remember who I was, I don't believe I'll be reminded for my looks. I won't be reminded for the things that I've said. I will be reminded by the people that I've touched and the people that I helped. And I want my children to remember me as Daddy was a helper. He was a leader. He was someone who poured into other people. And I hope they continue to take that as an example of how they need to live.
Pretty powerful stuff, y'all. I guess the last question is, how do you see your role evolving? Because it has evolved, as we mentioned at the start of each of these 4 pieces to your story. Your role has shifted a little bit. So as North Charleston goes and adds a cruise port, potentially, we don't know for certain, but it's looking like that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
As it almost doubles in size, or at least time and a half the size of its airport, as more apartment complexes sprout up, as more people keep moving here, as the city continues to grow, both from a commercial standpoint and from a residential standpoint, how do you see your role shifting?
I see my role shifting as not only a facilitator. I would never claim or want to be a gatekeeper because I have my different philosophies of gatekeepers. I want to continuously be a resource. And I guess for me, having the pedigree and experience that I've seen and helped to facilitate this growth, I think it's something to add not only to my resume, but I say again, it ties back into as this growth happens, as these things continue to happen, I hope to be intricate in helping, assisting, and pushing more businesses to grow, expanding, more families to be well off. I want to build some millionaires. I want to help push. I'm gonna be okay if I can. I don't want the credit. I don't need the credit. I don't desire the credit or the acknowledgement. But I want to know that I changed, and I go back to that I changed some family trees. So the next for me would be still from an advocacy role for small business. I think I will transition into more of mentorship and youth advocacy. As I said, I still love someone else who will be my predecessor. Like, I mean, well, not my predecessor. Who will come after me? Who can I train to do the same thing in a different area?
Who can I pass this on to?
Right.
The skill set on to?
Right.
Else.
Because I believe that at the end of the day, like we touched on, you can't take it with you. And I will feel the day that I'm able to step away or move on, wherever that may be, I just hope that I'm remembered as someone who did the work of the people and that I was a resource. And I helped. I say again, and I will continue to say it, I want to change the family trees. I want the youth to see that they have every reason to want and deserve more. I want them to understand that they are part of the fabric of North Charleston, that they are needed, they are valued, and even, any and every nationality, every ethnic group, every person in this Tri-County area is helping to make this a beautiful place to be. So no matter, though I don't know, I can't answer your question directly to say where my next steps are, but wherever I go, I believe and I hope that it will still be satisfying and helping people reach a different or higher plateau of life.
I think it's pretty clear that whatever evolution your role takes, it's going to involve a lot of the traits that we've seen so far come out today. The empathy, the compassion, the relatability even came out, even though I'm not a whole lot younger than you. But still, I can see that you do relate to people with differences.
Mm-hmm.
It's really amazing to see that someone with such a genuine passion for something gets to live it. Like you said, living the dream. I don't know what is next in your dream, and I don't think you do either. But I know that if your vision and your characteristics are at all writing the script for it, it's going to be something special. And I know that you have a way of not taking no for an answer and making sure that dreams become reality for people.
I promise, this is between me and you, I promise that as soon as I can identify where that next, where that next gear or where that next place is, that next plateau where I go to, because it's interesting that I don't know now. It's really funny that I don't know because I've dreamed so much thus far, right? So, like, what happens when I'm not at the climax of where I'm going, but I don't really have a full vision of what that next stage looks like. But I do know, regardless of what I say, it has to do something with the betterment of others. So I'm interested to find out when that comes into my psyche, when it's developed. But I promise you that when I find out, I'll definitely come back and share that with you because I think we're family now. So wherever I go next, I want you to really know that to see the journey, to see how things move on or transition to the next space. I can only imagine where you all will be at that time. But wherever it is, I think it's important for us to stay in touch.
We will. Don't you worry. We will. And he said it was between you and me, but it's not because everyone else is watching this.
Right.
But I mean, it's a world that we live in that I think could use some healing power, some nice, just genuine authenticity behind it. I think that has to start. That has to be the catalyst for anything that we do moving forward. So
I agree.
So for the final question I've got for you in this entire series, Frank, if you wouldn't mind looking into the camera, speaking to the people who are watching this, be it the next generation, be it your generation, be it older generations, what do we need to do as a society to ensure that we're all better? Because you are very invested in North Charleston, and that is fantastic. The city of North Charleston is exponentially better than it was before for having you involved in it. But I can see you have a passion for helping people even beyond those city limits. So you have a chance now to tell the world, what do we have to do to heal our various and massive divides?
That's a heavy one. It doesn't have one answer. It's not a singular thing that I can say to convey. I don't have the words to convey how and the healing that we need, but it starts with humanity. It starts with going back to the fabric or really understanding what we are and who we are as a people. It starts with looking at what we've come from, our history, good or bad, where we are now and where we want to be and what we really want to be remembered as. It goes back to us, the words that we touched on before. It starts with our youth. I need everyone to understand that our youth is looking at us. They're watching us. They're learning from us. They're learning what they don't want to be, or just looking at who we really say we are and whether that matches up. because who we say we are and who we say we are is really being tested. What we take away is that we are all united. We are all part of the same quilt. And the more we understand that we identify our likes and really pour into each other, the more we get away from this division, this divisiveness, the more we pour into our youth, the more we pour into those who are less fortunate, the better off we'll be. The more we get away from those who want the best for us, we need to embrace. The teachers, we need to embrace. Those who are not talked to or talked about more, the value that they have to our society, we need to really reset. We got to really change our thought process. I wish that there was a silver bullet, but it's not. So I say to the youth, like I've said before, we love you and we need you. What I say to every nationality, every race, every ethnic group, male, female, that we're all the same. We have differences, but our differences have nothing like our likes, like we have so much in common. So as soon as we can put all the foolishness aside, as soon as we can embrace the fact that we are part of the human race, the better off we'll be. If there's anything I can say, I really want to have everyone understand or have the youth understand that there's nothing you can't accomplish. There's nothing, and this is not me just using it as a phrase. There's nothing that you can't do if you put your mind to it, if you hold on to it. Ask questions. Make yourself available to those who you want to aspire after. Find mentors. Be persistent, professionally persistent. Continue to think highly of yourself. Continue to believe that positivity is a real thing. Every day you need to count your blessings. And from that, I think as a people, we will continue to grow. We'll continue to learn from each other. The youth needs to learn from the elders. The elders need to learn from the youth. And I mean, as I said, I don't think there's a silver bullet. I don't believe that we have some work to do, but I think we're capable of it. I know we're capable of it. But lastly, confidence is needed. You got to be confident. You got to come on and whatever, whether it's education, whether it's extra schooling, whoever you are right now, the person you see in the mirror and the person who you think you want to be, let's help us help you. Help us fill in the gaps between who you see in the mirror and the person that you say you want to be. It's not hard. You take one step and we'll match you. You ask the question, and if I don't have the answers, we'll figure it out. We'll find somebody who has the answers. So it is until you can prove to me that it can't be done, you never get me to say the word can't. I don't believe it. I don't think it needs to be taken out of the out of the dictionary as far as I'm concerned. So continue to love each other. Continue to embrace and love your parents, your siblings, those in your community. Continue to believe that positivity is a real thing and that you have a real future. So negativity has no place here. We don't believe it. I believe everything that you want, you can achieve. So from me to you, it's love.
Yeah. There's definitely some raw power behind the things you say, Frank. It's why I enjoy sitting down and talking to you like we have done for these last 4 episodes that we've done of Evolving Waves. It's not really something that's easy to talk about in a certain sense, because no one wants to talk about their failures. No one wants to talk about doing the hard work. But on the other hand, you did it. You did everything that you dreamed of. You came out better on the other side when the world threw you obstacle after obstacle. And look at you now. You're a thought leader, you're a mentor, I hate to even call you a politician, but you do work for the government and you're helping make this area a better place. And I think with this podcast, these last 4 podcasts we've done, you're helping make the world a better place.
I appreciate it, Neil. I really, I say again, I'm family now. You can't get rid of me.
We are family now. We are.
We're coming to the cookouts. You're coming to the cookouts.
Let's go.
I think, but I appreciate the opportunity. And if there's anything, I say again, we can do to help build this platform, if there's anything we can help to do to provide resources for your followers, we're here for it. And they can find me on the 3rd floor, City Hall, the OBO department for the city of North Charleston. I'm Googleable, if that's a word. And anything that they can imagine, just reach out. I appreciate the opportunity.
We appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything in terms of the content you gave us. Our own marketing manager, Cecilia, will be knee deep in clips and trying to pick out the best ones to put on social media, because everything you say is pretty golden. But I'm sure it's an assignment that she'll love to have. And on behalf of everyone at Stingray and Evolving Ways, we're so thankful for having you. We're so thankful that you were able to come on this show and share your wisdom in all these different arenas of life. So as we wrap up this episode and this series, please be sure to remember that in the face of any type of adversity, whatever it may be, and Frank here has overcome several different genres of adversity, but whatever that adversity may be, there's always the potential for growth, resilience, and success. So join us every other Monday as we continue to explore inspiring stories of overcoming challenges to help you thrive in your journey of life, whatever it may look like. Frank, thanks again, man. We really appreciate it. We're so thankful to have you on and share your insights.